YouTube, welcome to another, okay, I don't like that my closet is open. Maybe we'll keep the juice there. Welcome to another vlog. I said that in my last vlog, got 20 views, I would make another one, and it got 20 views, yes. Round of applause. So I'm Kayla. I run the brand Jolly Note, jollynote.com. I sell products to make journaling easier and more fun for journalers. I'm working on an elevator pitch for the brand. How was that? Anyway, we are working on our second launch and I have a lot of work to do. So it's actually the work week because I have a full-time job. I'm not a full-time creative yet. We're working on it. My work computer is over here. We are working, but I like to use my 15-minute breaks, my lunch break, my time after work, quiet hours to do things for my small business. So I have these packages. One of them already has like the shipping label. It is for a brand that an event that I'm sponsoring. I like to sponsor events and send them my sticker sheets. Check the last video if you want to know more about that. So this is for 50 sticker sheets for 50 attendees at this event. This one doesn't have a label yet, so I need to make a label for it, but it's 20 sticker sheets for another event. This is my traveling journal. I joined the Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal group and I finished my journal. So I'm about to package this up and mail it off, and I'll get back in the mail someone else's journal and like decorate some pages in that. Just gotta send that off. And then I did a flash sale this weekend and got 2 orders. So I have 2 orders to pack. I'm going to film and edit some videos for the plan, like the launch of this, like making the second launch. I'm gonna start working on the videos for that for social media. And I'm gonna edit videos of packing orders because I'm gonna film that as well. And then if I have time, I will work on the designs for the second launch and just continue to batch that. So that's what we're doing today alongside my job. So first I'm going to do my job and then we will meet back up later, probably when I'm packing orders, and I'll just show you that process.
That reaching the naturally anxious person when it big financial goals. Let's talk a few commitments. No pets, no kids, no high bones expenses. Because our climate and current economy, it would obviously make us noticeable, but any kind of pet like ASAP. About all of the things I do actually.
The day is done. I have a little bit of time until the post office closes. So I'm going to take my 5 packages to the post office. It's very like amusing for me that I have 5 packages. Like I've never had that many to take to the post office at once. I think my max is 2 things that I've had to mail out at once, but just so many things have happened. Like 5 people want my stickers. Like it's kind of gagging me. So I'm gonna take that to the post office, and then I want to have a little bit of a chat about the business and just like about what I've been thinking. You're in my car in like the worst angle ever, but I'm getting situated. So I want to talk about just Jolly Note, how it's been growing, and how it compares to my previous business attempts, and just like how that makes me feel. For those of you who don't know, it is my 3rd-ish attempt at a business and kind of my 4th attempt at making money from my art. My first couple of attempts come from like high school, my first 2. First, I tried just being an artist and like selling in galleries and stuff, and I did get like put into a couple of galleries, a couple of museums, but I just found like in order to sell, I had to make art that wasn't what I made, and I didn't really want to do that. And then came 2 different attempts at art businesses. One, I was selling prints. The next one, I was selling those prints as product. So I had like notebooks and zipper pouches and stuff. And then our 3rd attempt is Jolly Note, stationery for journalers. What I've noticed is that Jolly Note is way more successful than those other 2 attempts. Even though like I don't make a full-time income off of it, this isn't like my full-time gig, it is just more successful. It is just pulling me more, and that has really got me thinking like maybe this is possible. Trying to find ways to be a career creative and to like make a full-time growing income off of my creativity. Maybe it can happen. Like I have 5 orders to take to the post office. Is that a full-time income? Absolutely not, but it's just a lot more than I've done in the past. And I don't know, I'm not gonna know until I know, I guess, but it just feels like I'm seeing success. And not only am I seeing success, but I'm like figuring out how to see success. Like I did a flash sale this weekend and I kind of knew that it was gonna get me sales, and then it did. It got me 2. And so like I'm kind of like, oh, I figured out a couple of techniques on like how to get sales, how to make something happen. I'm figuring out kind of starting to figure out what does my demographic and what does my audience want to see? What will they buy? What will they be interested in? And in starting to figure that out, I'm having like a little bit of a way to frame my creativity of like, if I go in this direction, I can be creative as I want to in that direction. But as long as I kind of go that way, I'm like doing something that could potentially lead to sales and lead to growth and like lead the business in a growing direction. And there's still so much for me to learn. I'm reading my second marketing book. I need to finish it so that I can move on to a third. It's time to learn something new, but there's so much more to learn. There's so much more growth to have. I really need to learn about like how to structure a lifestyle business. A lot of business in America, you build it with the intent to sell. And so a lot of business advice is just like grow, 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 grow. Who cares if it's profitable? We're not worried about that. You're trying to grow this for 7 years and get to a point where you can sell for 25 million. I don't really want to grow it to that rate. I don't really want to do all of that work. I don't want to have like shareholders. I really want the business to serve me and serve my creativity. So I'm figuring out like what that looks like and if this is really realistic for me and if it's a pipe dream or if it's something that could actually happen. But like the fact that there is some potential, there is some hope, is kind of shaking me up because we've never had that hope or potential before. But anyways, I need to get to the post office before they close, so I'm gonna start driving. I'm at the post office. Ignore the car alarm in the background. Now, going to the post office, I passed by a little book library, so you just know I had to stop. You just know. I was supposed to grab 1 book. I grabbed 2. This being that I already have like 5 books I need to finish reading on my shelf. I am not like a shelf full of books I haven't read kind of girl. Like I usually get 1, maybe 2 books, and then I'm like, okay, I have to read these. I can't get anything else. So I'm like kind of going crazy right now. So I need to get back into reading before bed because I have not been doing that consistently. So tonight we're going to be reading neither of these. We're going to be reading the books I haven't even finished yet on my shelf. But I got The Correspondence. This book, like the whole book is letters. Like it's, you know, Dear Michael, blah, 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 for like the whole book. If the freaking lighting will allow it to be seen. So I was like, that's intriguing. I want to see what will happen. And like, look at this little cover illustration. If the lighting would, okay, these birds, look how cute. Anyway, so I got that, and the cover feels really nice. You can't tell. And then I got this, Come Rain or Come Shine. It's a little cutesy little, I'm assuming rom-com or like a family drama or something. It's about a couple that's getting married, and the thing is like, you're invited to our country wedding, so we're gonna see. Yeah, I got 2 books. Anyway, I'm at the post office and I have 4 more packages. One of them was for UPS, so I had to go to 2 stores, but now I'm at USPS to drop these packages off. And I actually, while I was when I was parking up, an influencer messaged me and let me know that they want to promote my new collection when it comes out. So now I have 7 influencers promoting it. I would like to get to 10, but I don't feel like doing any more outreach today. So we'll see if I do it later, and we'll see if I make it to 10. And then what else? Oh, I ordered one of the products from my new collection. The rest of it I'm making myself, but one of them I ordered. And I just got the proof email for that, and I approved it, so they should be printing it. And very excited for this. Very excited for this. But yeah, let's take this and then we'll see. Can I do the sunflower forever stamps?
Sure.
I don't know if you guys heard that, probably not, because it was the worst clip ever, but I bought stamps. And I'm happy because the first time I bought stamps for the business, I bought them at Office Depot. I used to work at Office Depot, so I knew they sold stamps, and they just had like the American flag ones. But at the post office, they have the cute designs. So I got sunflower stamps, and it also means that I have shipped 13, well, almost, because I still have like 2 stamps left. So I have shipped, well, how many stamps are in a book? Is it 13? Isn't it 20? Ciao. I've shipped almost a book worth of stamps, worth of things, or my business. And some things like need 2 or 3 stamps, so that's probably why. But I've done a lot of shipping, and now we have sunflower stamps. Let me show you. I really wanted to get a clip in there like a real vlogger, but I got scared. I didn't want the post office people to think I was recording them. I didn't want to do the most. But look at these. Literally, like, how cute will my packaging be with little sunflowers? Okay, so I think I'm going to do the bead letter sticker sheet first, because I just foresee it being an issue. But you're going to need a photo of the actual stickers. and then of the sticker paper behind it. And I'm realizing as I'm looking at this that this is wrong. But luckily, I have the Photoshop file, so let me edit that. So you need one export that's like this, everything but these stickers. And then one that's like this, just the stickers. Then you come into Cricut and you start up a new project. I'm gonna upload those 2 images and upload them as flat graphic. It should mention print then cut. And then when you get those 2 into Cricut Design Space, you want to put the stickers over top of the background like perfectly. Unfortunately, there's no good way to do this, so you just gotta kind of like hope that it's perfect. Then you turn it sideways and put 2 of them, and Cricut is gonna be like, oh my god, this is too big, so you want to auto resize. And then boom, I'm gonna unattach these 2 being attached. After doing a test on copy paper, I did a test on my sticker paper, and these came out pretty good, but you can see there's like lines on the background when it's supposed to be solid. So that is an issue with my printer. It needs to be cleaned, and it is currently cleaning. So I'm gonna let the printer clean itself, and then when it's done, we're gonna bust out hopefully 32 of these super quick, because I have some stomach problems, so I'm on like a time crunch, so I need to eat dinner by 7:30. So I've got, what time is it? Oh, I have no time. Okay. Then let's eat dinner, and then we can bust out 32 of these. Last ones of the reprint, I guess, because what happened last night was a lot of them got damaged, I guess. They became B grades, which I'm thinking of selling a B grade mystery pack of just like all the B grades I've been collecting, but they had ink on them. Like the ink from the printer just kind of smeared all over them, and I think that that's because of the sticker sheets, because they do tend to like fold at the edges, so I think that the printer doesn't really know where the page starts and ends, and it can create some issues. And I'm finding these sticker sheets are making me load it 1 sheet at a time instead of being able to just put the sheets in there. So I don't think I'm going to purchase these sticker sheets again, but right now I have 100 of them to get through, and they work fine. They're just annoying to work with. But I've got this done. I think I'm going to be done with the Cricut for today, pack it up, and get set up so that I can start work at my day job. Okay, we're done with work. And I am in a traveling journal group. You can check my Instagram or my TikTok if you want more details on it. Jellynote.shop on both platforms. And I got back my first journal that I'm contributing to. It's super cute. Like, it's literally iconic. But they had a word search. Her About Me page is a photo pin. Iconic. I need to make my own About Me page, but I don't feel like it right now. She had this page where you can like add these little squares and put a quote on it. So I added The Thief of Joy as comparison, and Don't Accept Less, Demand What You Deserve as my 2 little quote squares. She had a page for trinkets, and I was like, what's a trinket I can put in the journal? So I put a leaf from my pothos back there. She had a yellowing leaf, so I was like, okay, why not? She's literally so creative and so cute. Look at this freaking page she did for cookbook, and then like, are you kidding? So yeah, basically, moral of the story is I did a bunch of crap I was supposed to do, but it was journaling related, so I'm not that mad at it. But anyways, I also, as you can see on my printer, printed out the cardstock sheets for the kits. So I'm going to cut those, and then we're going to design the cards like I said we would today. We're going to finish our to-do list. I'm so tired. Let me turn this off so you can't hear it. I'm so tired. So I'm actually suffering from stomach problems right now. I have hot girl stomach problems. Specifically, I think it's GERD, gastrointestinal something or other issue. I think that that's what I have. Let me get my trash box. It has been acting up this past week. I scheduled a doctor's appointment for a week after next, because next week I have a work conference, so I just can't. So I scheduled a doctor's appointment. I'm going to go to the doctor, see what they can do. But for now, it's like, I just can't sleep. Imagine doing crunches. You know that feeling of like, grr, crunch in your stomach? Imagine your stomach is doing that involuntarily. And then trying to sleep. That's pretty much what I've been dealing with. And it's like impossible. Like, I can't sleep like that, obviously. And it's also like the way to make it reduce is to be upright. So I can like sit up in bed, which I've tried sleeping like that, but sometimes sitting up isn't even enough. Sometimes I fully have to stand up to make it stop, which I cannot sleep standing. And even if I can sleep sitting up, it hurts. Like, it hurts my neck. So I just have no recourse and there's nothing I can do. But yeah, these are my cardstock cutout sheets for the kit. They're just sheets that you can cut out each of the elements and like make your own little ephemera to add to your journaling. So I'm going to continue to cut these out and then I'll have another piece of the kit done. All I do. I would like to end this vlog. Before I do that, I want to have a little chat and I want to share my social analytics like I did at the end of the last vlog. The business. So I got into this a little bit earlier in the vlog, but I don't really feel like I articulated myself very well. So I just feel like the business has potential. And I've never really had any concrete reason to feel like a business I've started before has potential. But this time, things are actually happening. Like, I've learned if I DM people and say this certain thing this certain way, I can usually get a sale or two. What people want to see from me a little bit, like what kinds of videos do well. I'm starting to learn what product types people like. Like, I'm learning things and it's working and I'm getting results. Like, I have over 40 people on my email list, which is not a ton, but it's like 40 people said, yeah, email me. I never want any company under any circumstances to email me. So the fact that 40 people are like, yeah, I'll listen to what you want to talk about with journaling and show me your prompts and your pages and we can all have a fun little time in our email community, I'm into that. Like, I'm gagged at that. I was just at the park. I was reading my business book, doing a little walking, you know, parking it out. And I'm just, you know, feeling good about things. So I am going to stop doing events. I have 2 more events that I have to sponsor. Each, like, if we add it up, it's about 100 sticker sheets that I have to send out. So I ordered those. I ordered those from Sticker Giant because I just don't want to make 100 more sticker sheets. Like, I don't have that in me. After that, I think I'm going to stop sponsoring events because I'm not really seeing the email signups from it that I thought I would see. And most of the email signups I'm getting are coming from people finding me organically. So it's like, why promote at events if it's not doing anything and it's costing me time and money? I'm playing with flash sale. I'm like experimenting with like, what does a flash sale bring me? So I'm doing a newsletter flash sale next week to see what happens and just kind of figure out, you know, how can I start to understand the market and understand what's going to lead to something versus what's not. Like, in part, I'm like, okay, in order for this to ever be like a full-time income, making good money, profitable thing, I would have to have like 300 to 600 to 800 orders a month, depending on how I do the math at that time that I'm thinking about it. And that's a lot of freaking orders to pack. So, you know, it's like, well, if I add a fulfillment center, if I add employees, then it's not as profitable, then it's not a full-time business anymore. It's like, there's things I have to figure out. Like, maybe I can start a monthly mail club, which is something I would like to do, and I think it would be fun. I wouldn't call it a mail club. I would call it a subscription or like a journal club. Like, it's not a mail club of like, the point for me wouldn't be read my letter. The point for me would be, you're a journaler, you're a crafter, you're a hobbyer, and you do this consistently, so why don't I send you some supplies every month so that you always know that you're going to have something new and fresh to journal with, and you just don't have to worry about that. And it's fun. Just get new stuff in the mail and be a surprise like what it is. Just get a new little surprise in the mail. It's fun. So I think like a journaling monthly kit club thing could be fun, but I would want to feel confident that people were going to sign up before I started it, because if I started, I have to design something every month and I don't have the time to design something for 1 or 2 people, you know. So that's something that I kind of want to build towards. I also think it could be fun to do in-person journaling events. Like, these journal clubs that I've been sponsoring are usually sold out, and I've only found 2 in the LA area, and the LA OC area is so big, everything is so far away and so inconvenient. So it's like, these things are both in this area, at least they're both getting sold out all the time. They sell out like instantly, and they're really far away from me anyway. So I'm like, if I started one, I wouldn't even really be competing with them, and it could just be another interesting way to like bring journaling into the business and like bring people around. I also thought it could be fun to do a Sisterhood of the Traveling journal, like organizing groups for that for people. So like maybe they pay a little bit just to like get a investment, just to get people to, you know, actually want to do it and not just have people sign up like, yeah, I'll do that, but they have no intention of actually participating like for real. So maybe I pay charge a small fee of like $5 to $10, and I will set people up into pairs, get them going, teach them like how to trade journals and stuff, manage the group chats a little bit, and just have that be like a way to connect with the journaling community outside of selling them packs and stickers and stuff. I don't know how that really ties into business, or if it ties into the business, I don't know. And then I've been thinking about digital products as a way to make it more long-term profitable. Of like, obviously once I make a digital product, there's no overhead to keep selling it, but it's hard to have digital products for journaling. I mean, you can have printables. What you can print on your home printer is usually not going to be to the quality of what you can buy. Like most people don't have the supplies to make like high quality pattern papers like I'm making, or to make their own sticker sheets. So I don't know. I'm still figuring out what the business is, but the fact that like I even have enough information and enough signals to figure it out makes me feel like I'm actually doing something and not just throwing spaghetti at the wall and waiting for a social algorithm to make it stick. And also, you've made it to the end of this video, so please comment and let me know that. I see that people watch the video. Like my last video, like I expected it to get 5 views. So the fact that people watch it, I'm like, oh, y'all actually care. So please let me know what it is that I'm saying that you care about, so I can say more things like that, and we don't have to waste each other's time. I hate wasting your time. I hate it. So please let me know. Okay, time for the social analysis. So in the last video on TikTok, I said that I had 398 followers. Since then, I've had 2 videos kind of pop off. One of them is approaching 1,500 views. One of them is approaching 2,000 views. They both have lots of comments. People are engaging with that. They are, again, I have the same videos on all platforms. So on YouTube, it is the videos of me sponsoring Junk Club as one of the clubs I sponsored, and the video of, my unpopular journaling opinion that like there's no wrong way to journal. Those 2 are doing well on TikTok. So now I've gone from 398 followers to 528 followers. I think it's been about like 2 or 3 weeks since I filmed the last video, so I'm happy to see that growth. On YouTube, I was at a standstill at 121. We've now started to grow, probably because of the long form video. Thank you guys. And so now we're at 139 on YouTube. And then on Instagram, I didn't say where I was in the last video. I just said it was stagnant. So my guess is that I was at around 524. But I've grown a pinch. A little pinch. Like Instagram is always, it's a struggle platform for me. But we've grown to 555, which is an angel number. So it's probably a good sign. 555, make a wish. Any angel number I see, I'm making a wish. And I wish for the new collection to sell out in a week. That's been my wish lately. We'll see if that wish comes true. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, there's going to be some links in the description of like a free journal kit that you can download. And I'll see you in the next video. Alright. My stomach hurts and I don't want to talk anymore, so goodbye.